Those would have connected to that, but we're currently walking on the concrete. This is the break wall to stop the tide coming up. It's been smashed up because of all this rubble they keep chucking in here. They've smashed up the railing. Like this chunk right here, all smashed up. That's smashed. This railing goes on quite a way down there. This should be sand. There's supposed to be a bench right there that's built into the wall, as you can see. It's all overgone onto this. And then on that side, you've got a concrete that goes along there that should go all the way up there, but that has also been smashed up and covered in shingle. And you can still sort of see, you could sort of see it right there. That's another bench that was built into the wall that's been come uncovered because of the wind. This is all the stuff they're hiding from you. We did used to have really nice sandy beaches. So this concrete would have most likely been for the people who come here on beach huts. You would bring the beach hut up here, get changed into your clothes, it would take you out to the ocean, and then you would go swimming. I'll show a picture of what that looks like. And then up here, I believe this would have been another staircase leading up to this point, so it takes you down to the beach, right where that bit is in the centre. And if we go here, we've got a huge chunk of staircase that's become visible, along with keeps going up and down the thing, trying to mug people. So you would have come down here, and the railings up there would have gone along this bit, stop you walking over the edge. But we dump the bike there for a second. If I come here, you could see these would have been the staircases that led you from the sandy beach up to the promenade. This wall pattern goes on over to there, and then it changes to a different sea defence where it spits the water back out. But it's all become smashed up with the council and town people fucking up everything. But you would have had railing going along that, like the ones going along the promenade, they would have gone along there. So you would have come down here, stepped off, gone to the beach, but everything's been covered up. This is a bunch of flint concrete to the wall in rocks, but you can only see it at the moment because it's uncovered. And then down there you've got a bench, which we'll go and see. you can sort of see here where this has been plastered on. It's a very nice design, which has sadly been covered up. But here, this is the bit you would sit on it, but there's nowhere for your feet to go down because the stones come so high up. So you can see how weathered this wood is. I'll see if I can find a picture of this wall back when it was sand only, and if I can, I'll pull it up on screen. But here again, you've got where they've just flattened it and put pebbles on. And then over here we get to some newer bricks. These bricks there are more newer, so they replace them, but then cover them up again. And then you've got another bench going along there. And this wall does go up to there, but it's obviously covered in shingle. But this would have been a lot of sand and more nicer, but it's become destroyed by neglect of the town and the government basically destroyed Bognor. And this railing would probably have gone further along as well, but that has also been destroyed. And so if we look down there, you can see where the bright concrete is different to the tarmac they put on recently. Whereas over here you can see how much these shingles cause us to spend money, because we have to now pay for all these shingles to be put back to the beach. And they're all up on this pathway. This is why shingle beaches don't where your money is being spent. It's gonna do all that shit, wasting taxpayers' money to push all this back up. How about you just fucking reveal the beach and let's have a fucking good life, twats. It won't work. This cedar fence that they're putting there, as they're calling it, is rubbish. It does not work. So along here there is actually nice brickwork that is currently being covered up by the shingles. And the other problem with this, the shingles cause the sand to stay wet for all day. So the tide goes out and it still stays wet. This is that white line's actually supposed to be for a train, but here you got more of the brick wall. And the further up we get, it gets slightly different because you're getting closer to the main town where the main buildings would have been back in the day. And those are the cedar fences to break up the tide, make it come slower. But these shingles at the moment are stacked up like maybe 2-3 foot higher than the path. And this brick wall here, you've got pictures moulded into it. This would have also looked nicer back in the day. As you can see sort of here, it would have looked a lot better. Yeah, so this is actually where we are at the moment. We've got the hotel over there. And along all the walls you've got pictures, like that's some starfish, crab, an anchor and some stones, some dolphins, some shells, an octopus, and then it starts going again. And on the other side it has got a defence that spits water back in if it did ever get too high. I'll see if we can get to that part of the beach, but you can sort of see the sand drops quite a lot. So you would have gone down the staircase like everyone else, but no one goes to the beach anymore. And here would have been staircases. So, I don't know if you can see that curve. That curve's enough curve to spit the water back up, so it throws it back into the ocean instead of back onto the land. Which the shingles just chuck the water everywhere. So just quickly, I'm down on the beach on the pier side. Look at this luscious sand. Luscious. That's the seawall. Look how low down. The seawall, from where I am, it's at least, I'd say at least 4 metres. 4 metres above where I am, so really they don't need it. They don't need these stones, because you can have fucking sand. Which, there's the curve. So it would have gone back. There's supposed to be staircases here, which I'll see if I can find a picture of as well. It looks like they've destroyed part of the building, which I can zoom in, which they're turning into fucking shit. Same as the pier. The pier went out over, I think it was over 300 metres. It's not that far anymore. I can get exact measurements and I'll tell you on screen. But the beach was a lot nicer back in the day. Same as this beach. This beach would have gone down a lot more. But this part of the beach has become disgusting with the boats. Yeah, this wall down here would have gone down as well. Everything would have gone down because there was no stones there. So everything this wall stands for is useless because they've just brought the shingles up higher than the actual wall. So now it just overflows into here. And like this lifeguard thing coming up, you can see it here where it comes way too high up. You got these public showers, but I don't think they work anymore. Pretty sure they keep turning them off. But yeah, this wall along here it's gone up a bit here, but this would have been the sea defence to spit everything back. We might get to see a bit of it up soon. So, as you just saw, there is a guy coming around pushing everything back over. But this wall here, if we get off over here, you can see where it spits back. This one, because the water got higher up and closer, you can see, if I come on here, there's a much more aggressive throwback. But this would have gone all the way up to the pier. But as you can see, everything just gets slung up here. All of this stone takes up space where the water can't fill it, so the water just goes on top. If the stones weren't here, this concrete wall would work. You'd have nice sandy beaches and the water would be spot back out into the ocean when it comes up. But they obviously don't care. And if I come here, you can sort of see these stones come over the path. And at least, I'd say at least a foot at little, or the foot at smallest. And right over there you've got a mound which spits up. Because do you see that? I don't know how well the camera picks up, but the stones go super high up, so the water comes over and just fucking floods everywhere. I don't think this has pictures of the pier before. No, nothing useful there. But yeah, this goes along the whole Bognor. And then you've got more outside showers. But all of this wall, the bits where it comes in is where benches would have been. I don't like this beach, fucking hate it. As we come up here, you can see the main problem with this town is this company, Butlins. It used to be the beautiful, family-friendly, we only want your family to be happy, nothing else. Whereas now it's just a fucking money grab. You go there, you got to pay for everything, you got to fucking pay to do activities, and it's a fucking waste of money. But if these stones weren't here, you could see the boat is there, but you can't because the stones come too high. And a lot of these buoy things out there, they would have been useful to warn you, but now they're no longer useful because the stones, you can just about see the ridge of the ocean. That's how tall this is. I'm cycling on a bike, so I'm raised up quite a bit. But this is well over a metre higher than the path is. That's why everything's fucked. And on this side, you've got a bunch of carvings on this brick wall. Promenade. I'm in Feltham. That's all meant to be concrete so that you can walk up and down it, but look at the amount of fucking stones in that. You've actually got to go that way. You can't cycle along the promenade. And here, you've got a fucking sheer drop of ramps which are covered up. That one's available to see, but the other one's all fucking piled up with stones. There's ones over there. Here's the bit of war I came to. You can see, if I go down there, just how tall these sea defences are. See that? This is me, stood next to it. You can see right at the end just how curved, you get closer, just how curved the wall is. It goes up and spits it back out. A lot of this beach though, the bit I'm at now, a lot of it's been claimed by the people who live here, which is against the law, because there's signs over there that say you can't go up certain steps because it's private when it's not. It's all public. Yeah, this is the wall that they built back in the day. So you got Pagham wanting us to spend all our money fixing their shit. They could just put this shit over in Pagham and just fucking deal with it. Tough shit if they get a bad view. It's their fault for fucking building there.